In Sunday school this month of February, we have talked about how we are called to be kind. I asked my son Max today what kindness was. He said it was helping people. And that reminded me of a story about Jesus. He helped feed a large crowd of people. It was one of the miracles he performed. In Matthew 14, verses 13 through 21, we can read about it. In Matthew 14, verse 14, it says, "When Jesus landed and saw a large crowd, he had compassion on them and healed their sick." Jesus was showing kindness to all of these people. Here's the Bible story from the Tommy DePaulo's Book of Bible Stories. Listen to how Jesus was showing kindness and compassion and helping this large crowd that had gathered. Jesus feeds the 5,000. Sometime after this, Jesus crossed to the far shore of the Sea of Galilee, that is, the Sea of Tiberias, and a great crowd of people followed him because they saw the miraculous signs he had performed on the sick. Then Jesus went up on a mountainside and sat down with his disciples. The Jewish Passover feast was near. When Jesus looked up and saw a great crowd coming toward him, he said to Philip, "Where shall we buy bread for these people to eat?" He asked this only to test him, for he already had in mind what he was going to do. Philip answered him, 8 months' wages would not buy enough bread for each one to have a bite." Another of his disciples, Andrew, Simon Peter's brother, spoke up, "Here is a boy with 5 small barley loaves and 2 small fish. But how far will they go among so many?" Jesus said, "Have the people sit down." There was plenty of grass in that place, and the men sat down, about 5,000 of them. Jesus then took the loaves, gave thanks, and distributed to those who were seated as much as they wanted. He did the same with the fish. When they had had enough to eat, he said to his disciples, "Gather the pieces that are left over. Let nothing be wasted." So they gathered them and filled 12 baskets with the pieces of the 5 barley loaves left over by those who had eaten. As you can see, Jesus was always helping people, no matter where he was. He continues to help us today. And I'm reminded of this Bible verse, Luke chapter 6, verse 31, which reads, "Do to others as you would have them do to you. Be kind, be good, and kindness and goodness will follow you." We have been learning about the 10 Commandments. This week we're looking at number 8, and it reads, "Thou shalt not steal." What does this mean? Do not take things that do not belong to you. Pay for things you see at the store. Don't use other people's belongings without asking first. If you do borrow something from someone, make sure you return it in good condition. And take care of the things that belong to you. All right. Commandment number 8, thou shalt not steal. If you are able to join us next week, we will be back in person. And so I can't wait to see some smiling faces. Well, hopefully you'll be smiling under those masks. And I hope everyone has a great week. Take care, everybody.